What's happening, y'all? This is Avidan, and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. I haven't posted really too much last week. We're going to get back to the full swing of things today. Today, we want to talk about this interview that was with Redman and Xzibit. And I want to go over a few things because there were some gems in here that I think that are worth uncovering and talking about.
I still don't feel like that.
Oh, wow. So when's the first time you felt like you were a star?
I still don't feel like that.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I've never felt like a celebrity. I don't even carry myself that way. I believe that it's a privilege to be here. And, you know, they always say never meet your heroes, and I never want that to be an experience that people have with me, right? I mean, I'm a human, I have bad days, but I never consider myself a celebrity. I'm very popular, but celebrity means that there is something different between you and I. And we both shit the same way. You know what I'm saying? We both put our pants on the same way. So I was blessed with a talent that I've been blessed to be able to put out to the world, and they've been receptive to it. But I don't feel like I'm a star. Even now to this day, I feel like I'm an MC. You know, I feel like I'm a student of the game and still a student of the craft. Because, you know, we're the first of our kind. Hip hop is only 50 years old. So we are the pioneers that are now crossing the threshold that everybody else behind it is going to eventually cross.
We'll be the old school.
So I wanted him to get off his point because, first of all, I love the premise of his point and where he's coming from, because many times it's easy to get in this type of business and to start thinking of yourself higher than you should. Start thinking of yourself that you're higher than above the people that you're creating music for. So shout out to Xzibit for that. One of the things, though, I want to say is slightly disagree. We agree on the same premise, but I'm going to say is Hollywood's normalization of fusing star and celebrity together. And they're not exactly the same. You could be a star, but you don't have to be a celebrity. I was actually talking about this with my brother O the other day. You don't have, just being a star and being a celebrity are not one and the same. You could be a star, but still be well known in your neighborhood and still do things in your neighborhood, which they are very known for doing. We're gonna get into that in this video. You can still serve your neighborhood. You can still serve the people. And 9 times out of 10, when you are a star, you shine. And when you shine, you give light to other people. That's what stars do. If you go by the actual stars in the sky, stars give light in the sky. And they help light up the sky and expose more stars and to expose things around them. And that's what a star does. A star uses their light to highlight other people and to highlight their environment. So that's one thing that I would say I disagree with in the terms of the wording. But if those of you who know me, I'm just a word guy. That's not me disagreeing with his point, because his point I agree with. You should never think that you're above somebody, and that's oftentimes celebrity, because you look at the root word celeb is going into celebrate. So the focus goes to one person instead of everybody else. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why when it comes to the whole star and celebrity, the way he's describing it as a celebrity, I fully agree with him. And there's so many people out here who believe because they reach a certain status that they are above the acknowledgement of just being a regular human being. And unfortunately, that's what we're seeing with Kanye West right now. Unfortunately, that's what we're seeing with him crashing out. He believes he's above other human beings, so he speaks the way he does and talks down to people the way he does because he believes he is above reproach, however you want to call it.
Artists.
But I don't even believe that, because they don't call Rolling Stones the old school Rolling Stones.
Not at all.
But I think we are artists in our own right, and I think we are the first of our kind. And I always feel like I can learn. When you stop learning, you stop living.
Facts.
So I'm really excited about putting records out at this stage, because there's a clarity that I have that I didn't have back then. And there was a lot of self-doubt, and there was a lot of, ooh, I don't know, and I wonder and I hope. Fuck all that. Nigga, this me, this is what I'm saying. Fuck with it. All right, moving on. You know what I'm saying? Like I done been through the bullshit. Now I know I've been pulled the curtain back. I know what's behind the curtain. I know what's in front of the curtain. I know who's pulling the strings. I know who's fucking full of shit. I know who's just hating. You know what I'm saying? I know who love us. And we spend a lot of time focused on the people who don't fuck with us.
Right.
But I've learned to redirect, and now I fuck with the people who fuck with me.
Now y'all know that I'm about this. Y'all know I've said this. Those of you who watch this that know me in real life, how many times have I said, stop wasting energy to people who don't put money into your bank account, who don't support your living. There are going to be people who are going to always have something to say. And the fact is, this man is confirming it. This man is confirming, like, yo, focus more on the people who are actually supporting you. Now, to the point, I will say there comes a time, and depends on the level of control that you have when it comes to your impact and your involvement and your tangibility. That the word I'm looking for is more so your tangibility to your audience. If you're not tangible to your audience to the place where they can speak with you or they have access to you, whether it's by social media or by live events, and if they can't see that you are the real human being behind the music and they can only see you for their entertainment, and you have other people taking care of your social media accounts so you're kind of like disconnected from them, then yeah, this is going to be something that this is going to be a concept that you're not going to really follow. But what he's saying here is solid, it's gold. Focus on the people that actually love you. Stop putting energy into people that don't care about you. Because the principle that he is speaking of that I follow through so much is that a good name is worth more than rubies. You're going to see that all throughout this entire video, that they're focusing on their name being good and them being good, and their name being good by them focusing on other people.
And I bypass the people who want to just hold up and waste my time. And that's just me, dude. I keep my circle small. I don't believe I'm bigger than I actually am. You know what I'm saying? And I think being humble is a better skin for me to be in.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love
humble
that.
pie, exactly.
Yeah. You have
Same
mama.
thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. I
Yeah.
never looked at I always called myself a blue-collared MC. Like me and my boy Mev, we for the people. You feel me? We for the culture, but we're really for ourself and the people that get our music. Because when you call yourself a star, that comes with a whole lot of different accolades and different fabrics of attention that I don't like a lot of attention. Like straight up, I don't like when a lot of people like, yo, Red, I'll be like, oh, I'm nah, cut it out. Cut it out, stop. I'll step in my drawers one leg at a time like you do. So I'm really...
And to their defense, I know I said I came against the word star. I get it, because what comes with that is when people start to borderline worship you. And his response is a similar response that I would have. Let me rephrase this. Anybody who is healthy in their emotions, healthy when it comes to their mental capacity, does not feel comfortable being worshipped. I'll say it again. Anybody who is healthy in their mind and in their beliefs does not feel comfortable being worshipped. Because when people start looking at you like you're a god, there is a lot that comes with that. And that's why I guess the most I would disagree with is the wording of the word star, but I agree with them on the meat of what they're saying. I want to make it clear to y'all, I fully agree. Don't worship me. Don't worship them.
Don't like a lot of attention. That's why I'm rarely out. That's why, I wear the mask. I'm here all the time. Shit, yo, my hood, no, cause I'm still in my community, heavy in my community. This is my look. I race. I'm on a highway racing. I'm busting ass. I'm a hazard light king. I don't play none of that. Like, my crew knows. So I'm here with it all the time, but it keeps me humble. I eat my humble pie because if I'm out and about, I want to share the experience by letting people feel the light. And X can agree, like.
And there you have it. This is where like I said, we agree. Like I said earlier, stars give off light to other people. It's all about, if you're truly a star, you're all about sharing the light. Your function is to go ahead and make sure other people are illuminated and your environment, the area you're in, is illuminated. It's not about you shining, it's about what's around you having light in there. That makes sense.
When we're taking pictures with people and we're showing them that gratitude and we're showing them that appreciation, I always get, you're so nice.
Yeah,
and
same.
then when I met that other, and sometimes I have to cover for other artists. I'd be like, maybe they were just having a bad day.
Right.
Don't judge them.
Right.
They'd be like, you so nice, thank you.
Yeah.
So it's my duty to walk in the purpose of serving the people, because I'm a child of God, first of all, and I'm a servant of God, and my job is to serve my people with the light I'm walking in, and also be vulnerable and be humble and accountable, so they feel it more than I say it. I don't walk around saying I'm this, I'm Redman. They feel it like, wow, this guy here is something special. So it's more, it's a feeling of letting people feel, if you will, that, wow, he's just like me.
That's super dope.
Yeah,
That's really dope. So shout out to the channel, Ambrosia for Heads. If you have not followed them already, go ahead and check them out. This was really good. And the last takeaway is that it's all about serving the people. And I think sometimes when we get caught up with doing what it is that we do, whether it's content creation, whether it's music, which is another form of content creation, whether it's art, whatever it is that we do, being on this whole social media platforms, it's easy to get caught up in the fact that you see this many people or this many numbers looking at your content. And it's easy for this, whatever's in here, ego, to take over and make you lose sight of everything. So that's why it's good to wake up every day with humility. That's, Red was saying humble pie. It's good to wake up with humility and gratefulness. Gratefulness in the sense that I don't have to have this. I don't have to have the ability to do this, but I'm grateful that I'm able to, And to the musical creatives that is watching, or just to the creative in general that's watching, you don't have to have the talent that you have. Be grateful that you do. You don't have to have the following you have. Be grateful that you do. You don't have to have it set up where you can live off of your craft for the rest of your life. Be grateful that you have that opportunity, because there's so many people in the world who do not have what you do. So that's why gratefulness and humility matters, because God designed each of us to work in a different way. Some of us are going to operate at higher levels where we could bring in millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, or billions of dollars a year. And then there's some of us that will work the regular 9 to 5, because God has designed us, some of us, to help other people in their mission and their cause. Before anybody gets offended by that, I want you all to understand that the person who helps the other person is often remembered and honored very well too. Moses literally needed 2 people to hold up his hands so that the war could be won. There's just different things that God has designed for us to do. And as long as we are grateful and not envious of one another, and we love the lot and love the portion that God has given us in this life, which is really short. This life is super short. As long as we are grateful and have humility to accept what God has given us, we're going to be all right. But if you haven't noticed, my name is Avidan Smith, and I help creators like you find your unique sound and live a purpose-driven life. If you have not already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and most of all, you make sure you share this with a friend. This is Avidan. We are